Alrighty, hello everybody. Welcome to the Hunter Classic. It is early St. Patrick's Day today. Not actually today. We're a little late recording this, and I'll get into the explanation. But first, let's talk about the missions. Happy St. Patrick's Day. The event campaign is completely co-op. That doesn't mean that you have to play in multiplayer, but it does mean that as a community, we have to harvest enough pheasants to fill the community bar for prizes. But you personally need to hunt at least 20 pheasants to qualify for any community prizes. Any pheasant will do, gender doesn't matter, but they have to be airborne. Therefore, you should make sure that they're pretty clear of the ground before you take the shot. So, we've already met all 5 levels of the campaign, so anybody who harvests 20 pheasants will receive a happy camper tent and 250 EMs. You have... It says 4 more days, but because of when the time shifts over to a new day, when this video comes live, we may very well be on day 6 or 7. But I am 1 mission left right now, and I still need 9 pheasants, so we're gonna head to Hirschfelden today. But if you wanted to look at some of the missions and what the rewards were, we have a harvest a Roosevelt elk scoring more than 320, harvest a female coyote scoring less than 40, harvest a cottontail rabbit weighing more than 1.5 kilograms, harvest a Eurasian lynx with any color other than common, harvest a white-tailed deer scoring more than 80 kilograms, harvest a Roe Deer scoring more than 175, and harvest an airborne rock ptarmigan. And for that, you'll get the St. Patrick's Day Mission 2024 trophy, a tree stand, and 3,000 GM. The leaderboard, I'm assuming, means pheasants, and this guy has gotten 305 pheasant, which is incredible. But from here, we're just gonna go to Hirschfelden, and I'm going to hopefully get the Roe Deer that I need and also some more pheasant. We're gonna start up here at my tent with my geese set up. That way I'm just closer to the fields and I can wander in all of these. I usually run into pheasant in these 4 fields here and the one that my goose setup is in. But also out from this lodge, in these fields, I'll run into pheasant. I haven't had any down here, but we're not going to be bound to just the fields since we are also looking for that Roe Deer. So without any further ado, I'm going to get out there, get the hunt started, and I'll see you out there. Alrighty, so we've gotten set up in the hunt today. So I have the snakebite bow just in case, because on occasion I do need it. I've also brought with myself the 12 gauge semi-automatic shotgun, and then in my inventory I also have the 243 just in case, since I know that I can use that on the Roe Deer and on the fallow deer. I'd have to double check if it's good for the wild boar and the red deer, but that's why, just in case, we have other things as well. You definitely see quite the red deer shed out here. But we're gonna head this way, head into the field over to the northwest, and we'll just kind of rotate around these fields for a little while. Hopefully we won't have to go too long without spotting or hearing something. See, when they crouch down like that, it means that they're not gonna flush right away. And at least since I can still kind of see his bright red face, I'm not gonna lose him. But sometimes they crouch down so tight that in the vegetation they disappear until you're basically gonna step on them. Like that. Now, I want to get up and get behind him because I don't want him to fly towards the trees and for me to lose the shot. I am not very good at this. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit the key that I have bound for whistling. We're gonna... try for a female. That didn't work. Sometimes the females will turn back and fly back over you, so it's worth reloading as soon as possible. We'll start with 1 more pheasant. I'm also completing, general missions, not just St. Patrick's Day missions or like that. I would say that pheasant hunting is definitely something that you could or should maybe do with a friend or two, because then you can kind of triangulate around the pheasants and kind of push them back and forth towards each other. One thing that you should probably be aware of is that if a pheasant is too close to some tree cover or is in some tree cover, they're more likely to just run around. So you will have to kind of chase them. And once they're out in the open, they will flush and get up in the air. A bunch of females. See 2 males over that way. Hopefully we'll get in here and we'll get at least one of them. Got that one. Perfect. It's off a nice spot to take a shot. Knew I was a bad shot, but you... Gotcha. Alright. So I'll say it again, just in case I had it muted for the first time. So what you're looking for... Hopefully this loads. There we go. What you're looking for is this letter right here to be an A. If it is a G, that means that that bird is counted as grounded. Now again, you can have male or female, but they have to be airborne, and that's what this A stands for. Two hits. All right. Oh! That was pheasant number 20. That means the only thing that I need now is a Roe Deer that scores over 175. So, listen. During all of this time, all of this recording, I did not get myself a Roe Deer that scored over 175. I didn't. Until Saturday night, I finally got one. And I didn't have it on recording. But he scored 195. If you want, I guess, proof, you can go through my recent hunts and find him and all that other stuff. But we did finally get it. So I'm not going to make you watch too much out of the rest of this. Yeah, we'll just skip to my little thing I recorded Saturday night. How about that? Real quick, recording this, it is 11 p.m. on Saturday, March. Added to all of my pheasant were apparently hiding on this side of the map. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe a 6th male pheasants, 7, all in this one little field right here, over on this side. So apparently I was just hunting in the wrong side of the map for pheasants. We're gonna real quick as many of these as we possibly can. But after this, I wanted to fast travel to my tent to show you something that happened to me right after I finished recording the last video that I didn't know was a possible, let's call it, phenomenon. Okay? So, I didn't realize that the geese over time would continuously head towards my geese setup, kind of keep landing there while I wasn't over there, and would not really fly up and away from it. So when I went over there after we finished recording the last video, I'm pretty sure every single goose in the game was at my goose setup. Every single one of them. We're gonna pick up this pheasant first. Pick up the other one. We're gonna reload my shotgun, or at least make sure it's reloaded, and then we're gonna fast travel. It's not nearly as long as it had been in that video. So in that video, I hunted from 8 a.m. until 11 or 11:30 a.m. I think. You guys can obviously check the footage in that to remember, but it's been 8 until 9:30 now, and we're still gonna fast. They're just. I didn't know if I was supposed to kind of like stay out of the 320 render, but like inside of like the 650 whatever render, just to kind of. 5. That might be my new record pheasant. Let's take a picture with him. You flop. Here's how you do it. Right? You position your bird. Lower the bird a little. Got a big old head. Alright. Get out your shotgun. Get into your small game trophy pose. Move your person closer. And then fix the bird. So he's the right height. And then from over top of them, then you can actually get your character in the right spot. Perfect. That's a big pheasant. Okay, well, he drops and he flops. But anyway, we have 14 rounds in here. I'm just gonna open up a new box, because after this I'm gonna just set up my goose setup anyway. But do you remember me saying in the previous clip of footage, like, oh, I completed the mission, that's the end of the St. Patrick's Day stuff, I'm all done, I'm all good? I wasn't. I was still 3 short. I completed a normal mission, not the seasonal mission, so I had to come back out here today to get my 3 more pheasants, which I've already done. But now I'm gonna go prone before I fast travel. We'll just stay prone. And we're gonna fast travel to my tent and see if this happens again. It did. Look at this. Look at this. This is like every goose in the game. Like, how do you not? Like, what? Why are they all sitting there? But also, it's really nice. I'm sure if I had shot when they were on the ground, I would have gotten more. And I've thought about doing that, but I feel like I should do that if I bought myself like a 10 gauge, so that way I have a little more range to it, instead of using the 12. But you know what, we still got like 4 geese, 5 geese. So yeah, I guess if you have a goose setup, start your hunt at your tent, go hunt around it, and then after like an hour and a half, fast travel to it, and be ready. I think that's all. Plus a pheasant. I don't know if he'll count as in the air or if he'll count as grounded. I'm not 100%. Pick him up and find out. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit at this tent and shoot geese while I edit. Nice. Alright. That's all. Have a wonderful day. Back to editing I go. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.